And we are back for the very last time. And so what we did, and I purposely went through a journey. I knew that you liked Sauvage.
Yeah, Sauvage is my favorite design.
Right, yeah. And so I thought, let's, with that as, I guess, a bit of a signature, where can we go with those things that I know that you'll like and things that will then, I guess, challenge your sense of smell.
Yeah.
And another one that challenged you was Roaring Radcliffe. It was a gourmand and you hated it. Well,
I didn't, hate is a strong word, but...
Yeah, hate is a strong word. But you didn't like it. It was not
my
for
type.
you.
It wasn't my type. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that later on, I put down 3 in this family, and you chose the gourmand, which I was like.
Which is right, 'cause if you look at this, it's just majority is just fresh, which is my type, to be honest. They're all like different in their own, but they can be categorized in fresh. But besides this one, this is the exception.
Right.
1270.
Right. All right, so let's go through them. So the very first one that we did was Terrible Teddy. Tell me about Terrible Teddy. What was it that you loved about it?
Okay, maybe I'm not being biased here, but it was my first one I smelled. So that could be also the reason. Smelling your first niche perfume is pretty special.
I like that. You're
but
right.
with the Terrible Teddy,
Yeah.
I just liked it because it was, it was a smell of success.
Right.
Which you could say for all of them, really. Not really, actually. I think these 2 you could say the smell of success.
Right.
But Terrible Teddy, I just think, I thought it was really unique, especially with the design, with the rhino.
Right.
Because if you look at all the Penhaligon ones, they have like a safari with all the different animals.
Yeah.
And I just think, the rhino just stood out to me the most. And I think the smell is just perfect for literally for like any occasion. It really reminds me of just like, you've seen the show The Suits or like a lawyer or something. It's just that smell.
Right. So okay. So good suit. It's a good going out. It's a great going out fragrance.
Yeah, it is.
There is definitely a level of confidence by wearing this guy here. So tell me about what was your thoughts on this one here?
Yep. So obviously another fresh smell, which I like. But this is a very light, fresh smell. This isn't like a a strong one like Terrible Teddy could be or Irish Green. This is a very light one that almost goes with your body aroma, I could say.
See, I have to disagree. For me, and I remember when we did this video, I actually made the comment that on an older person, so on me as an older person, and there's this big age gap between us, it actually becomes very strong and earthy. All right. And I mentioned that my son, when he wears this, it stays very fresh and aromatic, which sounds like it stayed fresh and aromatic with you.
Yeah, it does.
For some reason.
You can smell it. 100% you can smell it.
Yeah.
But it's not overwhelming or powerful.
It's a different fragrance for me. And I did mention when we did this fragrance the last time that on me it smells different to the point that my son doesn't even recognize. He's like, oh, what are you wearing today? If you look at this, can you see how much is gone? I don't know if you can see that. I'll put on this camera here. He decants it. He sneaks into my house and he decants this for himself. So it gives you an idea how much he loves it, but he doesn't recognize the scent on me when I'm wearing it. So it has a different, a different construct, I guess.
Well, that's what I like about niche, because niches it's not the same for everyone, which maybe for the designer ones. Right. These work with a lot of oils and they mix with your body oils.
There you go. That's it. All right, tell me about...
See, I've learned quite a lot, to be honest.
You're a gangster too. Oh, too, as in therefore I'm a gangster? Anyway.
You are a gangster, don't worry. You are a gangster.
What do you think of this one? Tell me about it.
I'm a bit biased. I am Australian. This is an Australian niche perfume. So I have to show my love to these guys because it's just a thing I have to do. Yeah. But honestly, besides that, I do love this one too. This is another fresh one, but this one, compared to the 1872, this one is a very strong one. It's a pretty powerful one.
Isn't it funny?
I use the word powerful like that.
No, sorry. Because the funny thing is, for me, I find that this one is powerful in the sense that it projects, it has great sillage, it has great longevity.
Yeah.
I can smell this all the way through the day.
Yeah, it's funny, yeah.
Whereas this one, for me, is a body fragrance.
Really?
It doesn't project as strong. It's still a beautiful fragrance, and it becomes a nice body scent, and almost to the point where it blends with me as a fragrance. But it doesn't, I find, so if I had to say which one is more powerful, I would put this one
Yeah,
down.
I'd put this one down.
Oh, crazy, man.
But like,
Crazy.
you know, even though these two are both fresh smells, they are both very different in themselves.
Right.
So, you know, in these occasions, I would wear this more to the beach, I would say.
Right, 100%.
Somewhere it's just a bit more summer-like. This reminds me of summer, where this is like a fresh winter smell, kind of.
Right.
The best thing to do is honestly to get samples somehow and see how they smell on you before you buy. Because, you know, niche are pretty expensive in the perfume world.
Yeah.
They're not the cheap ones.
Yep, I agree.
So you don't want to regret your decision, I would say. So yeah, just a quick tip. Just get
The
some
key
samples.
is put it on you, wear it, because
Yeah.
on card it smells like one thing, but on you it does become there's a different makeup of that particular
Yeah.
fragrance. Has those elements in there, so it doesn't be, you know, if it's a fresher, if it's a citrus aromatic, it's not going to become a deep woody leathery
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
notes in that
Still
to
the same
reflect that.
notes.
Yeah, but on your skin it can become something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell me about, and this is the only Gomme one.
Yeah, so this is the only Gourmand one. It's the 1270. So
How good is it?
it's kind of funny, yeah. All these are fresh, but the one Gourmand. But you know, with this Gourmand,
Yeah.
it's not very like the sweet.
Right. It's not sickly.
Yeah, with the Rowan Radcliffe, it was very like sweet. It didn't feel like my type of smell, which is I like fresh.
Right.
You know, kind of stereotypical like manly kind of smell.
Yeah.
Where this is like the rum kind of smell.
Right.
So, you know, it was still like a hint of sweet, but it's not overwhelming with sweetness where it's like I'm
There are some.
smelling like a cake or something.
I think what it was too, Roaring Radcliffe had a lot of spices in there too, and I think
Yeah.
maybe the spices were throwing you off. Whereas this one, the formula is based on cognac, and so it has a very light, fruity. There are some spices in there like cinnamon, things like that, but it's super complex. There's
Yeah.
so many different ingredients.
a very nice
so many-
smell.
Yeah, it's a beautiful smell.
It's a beautiful smell.
And this one here. This would be a great date smell. If you're
Yeah, for
going
sure.
out, meeting someone for the first time, this is the sort of smell that sort of like, I don't know, they'll make you want to get close to that person.
Yeah, it is like an attractive smell.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about Victress. What would?
All right, Victress.
Yeah.
So this one, out of here, I think it just made it in.
I think that one has a lot. That one there projects like crazy.
does, yeah.
That one, the silage on that is awesome. It's massive.
That one spray would last you the whole day.
100%.
Perfectly.
And the other thing too about the Victress that I find is that it does move. It starts off very green, but then it goes into, as it settles on your skin, it goes into more of an like an aromatic, but it still stays very fresh.
Yeah.
When it comes to like a sort of that pine, that forest, you know, that sort of fougere style of
Yeah.
fragrance. Yeah.
But you know, you can wear this. This was like one of those smells you could wear for any occasion.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
There's no particular occasion for this. Like with
No.
this one, I said it's like interviews or
Correct,
like a big
correct,
thing.
yeah.
This is not for like anything. This is you can wear it for like,
Yeah.
you know, just going to the supermarket or,
Yeah.
you know, going to the shops or just
Yeah.
playing a game of basketball. I don't know. If you
Yeah.
want to smell good.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's a really beautiful fragrance.
Yeah.
That works anywhere. It works.
I would say this is like a very daily like smell.
Right.
Now tell me about Creed, because we were up against at the time. If you remember, we had Aventus, which is it gets a lot of publicity,
Yeah.
and Green Irish, but
Yeah.
yet you chose Green.
I chose Green Irish, which funny enough, where everyone I think would choose Aventus, but you know I think Green Irish, another fresh smell.
Yep.
But with the Green Irish, I just think it's a bit different with all these other ones.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's Creed. I just feel like this smell is also perfect for the day one, but I think it also goes in hand with Terrible Teddy, you know, with its special occasion, but it also can be for the daily use. So I think this is a very like flexible smell,
Yep.
which I really like. And funny enough, I actually did buy myself one of these ones, which is my first niche perfume I ever got.
I got a phone call. So once we did all of the interviews, we talked about the fragrances. I got a phone call, and Josh was very, very. I could hear it in his voice. He was pretty chuffed, and I'm like, "What's up? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I just bought my first niche," and I'm like, it was I don't know. It was a sense of excitement. I'm like,
Yeah.
finally, you know, we crossed over from the designer fragrances to something. And look, in the end, this baby here is 400 and
Yeah.
what'd you pay? 400 and
It was about $400, yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's
And, you know, I'm only
it's
like
a commitment.
19.
Yeah, it's a commitment. And he mentioned that you bought Green
Green
Irish,
Irish Tweed.
which is pretty awesome.
Which then you can kind of see which is my favorite.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the Green Irish Tweed.
So the winner here was Green Irish. That's where he put his money down.
But honestly, if I had the money, I'd get all these if I had to.
In one of my videos, I said it would be awesome to have a wheelbarrow full of cash.
Yeah, then
And then just go out and.
in the end, I'll just have all these. And
Right.
There'd be no problem. But you know, if I had to pick one, it had to be Green Irish Tweed.
Good choice.
And it was a good choice.
It was a good choice. I've had not regretted that, and I
Yeah.
still love that smell.
Yeah, you can use it anywhere. It's
Yeah.
very versatile. I think I said in the video when we did it, it's the smell. For me, it's the smell of success. When you put that on, I don't know, it gives you that extra boost,
Yeah.
bit of confidence, and you can wear it anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Yeah, pretty much the exact same things. Like, it is like a smell of success. You know, it gives you that extra confidence.
Yeah.
But also, it's just that daily smell you can also wear.
Right.
You don't have to like.
Right.
You can, if you had to use one smell, you could just use that one. To be honest, you wouldn't have to need multiple different ones.
You want to have a collection. It's like eating one meal every day.
Yeah.
You know, I love chicken schnitzel, but to eat it every day,
Yeah.
that would just drive me insane. So you want to have a little bit of pasta on a certain day, and then you want to have
Yeah.
something different, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, all right, so that's a wrap up. Thank you for your time. It was awesome going through that.
Thank you for teaching me about these niche perfumes.
Yeah,
you know, if it wasn't for you, I would still be stuck wearing, I don't know, some $10 $50 perfume.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't want to wear-
Your life is too short, man. Enjoy what's
Exactly,
before
yeah.
you. Yeah.
And, you know, I have not regretted this decision of getting this one. And you know what? The only thing I would regret is that I didn't get one of these ones. But the thing is, I'm happy with this
19.
one. I'm 19, I can't afford
There's
all this.
still a journey.
There's still a journey.
Yeah. So by the time you get to 30 or 40s, you'll have a massive collection already.
True,
Yeah.
I'll be another niche collector.
Right, exactly. All right, thank you everyone. Really appreciate you guys joining us in the conversation. Put in your comments out of this lineup if you're familiar with these particular fragrances. I'd love to hear which one is your favorite, or even include in the comments of something that you've discovered for yourself. This is the last time for
Yeah,
Josh.
sadly it's the last one. But you know, the journey was good, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching us, or watching me at least, because you still got him. You're going to be watching him.
The next person coming through is actually a young lady.
I'm excited to see this. I'm pretty interested to see what the sex is going to think about these perfumes.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.